Austin with True North Studios. I'm going to attempt the impossible again today and show you everything I know about sidechain compression now in 5 minutes. Here we go. This is the second video I created right after EQing because it's that important, especially in electronic music. Here we go. All right, so right here I have a bus, and in this bus are all my chord progressions, the rhythm of the drop of the song. This is a pop house song I'm working on for a producer mixing. So here we have it, and then I have the compressor, just a standard Ableton compressor, don't worry about all this, right here on the bus. So it will be affecting all of these. All right. Put a little filter here to leave some room for the vocals. All right, now this arrow is where we get to the side chaining. So I'm going to hit this. It's going to bring down our side chain options here. And audio from. This is the section where you choose what it is side chained to. So what side chaining does essentially is it ducks the sound by the ratio when this sound comes in. So every time this, whatever this is, say it's your kick, which it probably will be, every time your kick hits, it's going to compress the sound by the ratio we have here, like this, just when the kick hits. So when the kick hits, I'll show you, it's going to be like compressing it like this. And this yellow region here shows when it's being compressed and when the compressor is being released. So as you see, it's compressing when the kick hits and then releasing when the kick ends. And the release changes how fast it releases. And generally you want this to spike down and then spike back up at the end of the kick. And here you see we have a problem. It's staying compressed. So our sound's a bit overly compressed. You can A/B it by turning it off. Yeah, that affects the sound character way too much. So what I'm going to do is shorten the length of the ghost kick notes. Instead of actually using your kick, I'll duplicate the track, make a ghost kick, turn the volume down to negative infinity, so you're not hearing this track, you're just kind of using the MIDI notes. Okay, I'm going to try shortening this to 16th notes. Command all, drag. All right, let's see if that solves our problem. I'm going to go back to my mix bus for my chords. Let's see, and as you see, it's still not decompressing quick enough for me. There we go. That was the problem. We want this as the dry wet knob. There's another one over here. So if you have this on 100%, you're going to get 100% compressed signal by the ratio. So here we go again. We have our shortened kicks for our ghost kicks. It's compressing all of these when the kick hits again. So by the ratio, it's doing this. You can hear an overly loud pumping effect. So what you can do is bring down the dry wet. So it's only compressing part of the signal. I only have about 2 minutes left, so I'm going to try to wrap it up here. The ratio is how much it's being compressed by. So when it goes over the threshold, which is set by this arrow, it's going to compress by the ratio. So if this is your threshold, and your ratio is 2:1, all your signal is going to be compressed by a 2:1 ratio when it passes that. So here's 2:1. If it's 3:1, it's going to be compressed even more, 4:1 even more, and so on. 3 is a good place to start. for things like this and super saws. 2 could be a good spot for vocals. Anything above 5 or 6 is going to be really compressed. It's going to be squashed. It's going to be a brick looking when you bounce it. But this is a pretty good looking side chain. See, now we have it, when the kick comes in, it's peaking down, and then by the time the kick's done, it's completely released, so we get the full sound of the saw. Then I might want to play with the dry wet. See, 0%, it's not side chained at all. 100%, the kick really pops through. So you want to find a good mixture. So you have that layer of the saw that's not compressed there, and you still have enough of the kick punching through. Usually the higher you have it, the more pumpy it's going to be. This one I think sounds good around 80%.